you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. I am Mr. Clark Griswold, and you can find me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. Go give me a follow there when we're done with this video. If you are a first-timer here, welcome. I appreciate you tuning in to watch it. If you've been here before, again, I thank you guys for always tuning in, subscribing, and following me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it, because that bell will give you the daily notifications for when I send out the setup videos, motivational videos, learning tools, everything you guys need to be successful trading. Okay, so today, if you watched my one-day video earlier, my setups for one-day charts, I don't usually do these. This is a two-day chart setup. So we're looking at the two-day chart, and there are some really powerful setups that seem to happen on two-day charts, and not a lot of people look at them or follow them. So I want to go through them with you guys today. And if you guys want to take a look at them on Monday, go ahead. If not, that's fine also. But I feel like they're very powerful plays when we're looking at two-day charts. So let's get started at it. My two-day chart is set up on the bottom right here. Okay, and I'm starting with CL, which is Colgate-Palmolive Company. So we have an inside bar. An inside bar is a 1 bar when we're dealing with the Strat, and it just means that we did not break the previous high or the previous low on the previous candle, okay? So we stayed within the range. On this chart, each candle represents 2 days, so we stayed within the range of this candle over the past 2 days. Okay, so this would have been a Thursday, Friday candle. This would have been a Wednesday, Tuesday candle, so on and so forth. So on and so forth. So this next candle that has not shown up here yet will be for Monday, and we've got an inside bar. I haven't put in the triggers yet. I want to do that with you guys. Okay, so we will put in our triggers here at 79.65. And let's change the color on these because I do have some pink set up for the weekly. Let's say we make these ones. I've got orange, I've got pink. I don't know, let's do white. Okay, so there's our trigger for calls and our triggers for puts on Colgate-Palmolive. 79.65 calls, 77.87 puts. And if you haven't already, grab a piece of paper and a pen. You can write these triggers down and the ticker names, and then you can look at them after I'm done with the video, and you guys can check out what you guys think are the hot plays for Monday. I will also let you know what I think they are here as we go through them. Okay, so let's go to the next one. KDP is Keurig Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, another inside bar on the 2 days. And we didn't find a lot of inside bars on the 1 day. So here we are looking at them on the 2 days again. I just seem to think that there's always really powerful setups when we're looking at the 2-day chart. And we can go back and look. If we played this outside bar on the 2-day chart, we had a big drop. This outside bar did not. This inside bar did. Okay, so anyways, inside bar, Keurig Dr. Pepper, calls at 38.62. That is also a trigger on the weekly. Okay, so pay attention to that. If we do break through this 1 day, we've also broken through on this 2 day, we've also broken through on the week, which again just helps our trades out. If we're trading a certain way on one chart and we're trading a certain way on the second chart, it's a good indicator that we know the direction that the play is going to go. So that's Keurig on the 2-day chart. Next up is Coca-Cola. That's KO ticker symbol. And Coke has a big outside bar. So we'll take calls. Let me put the trigger in here. Calls at 62.81 and puts at $60.39. And again, you see we have an outside bar on the weekly as well. Okay, so our triggers are just shy, or they're probably actually just the same. A 62.82 for the high and 62.82 for the high. So they are the same. But again, we break the 2-day, we break the weekly, okay, on the high side. And it's very likely that the same thing could happen to the downside. But another thing I should show you guys is the time frame continuity. Now, the day and the week, we don't know what next week is going to be, but last week we were all green. So if we have a continuation here and we open up green, it's very likely that we bust through here and continue on with the time frame to the upside on Coke. Okay, LCID, that's Lucid, is the next one. Another outside bar on LCID. Put your triggers in here, $30. And 25.67. And again, possible reversal on the weekly on Lucid. And again, possible trigger on the outside bar on the 2-day. And if we look at the daily, we break those. We break the 2-day, we break the weekly. We also break the continuation pattern of Lucid to the downside. Okay, so it's just, again, it's a continuation. If it's this, then it's that, then it's that. Okay, it's just probably you're playing probabilities, and if one thing happens, then it's likely that the next thing happens, and it's likely that the next thing happens. It's an interesting way to look at it when you have all these charts opened instead of just looking at one. Okay, and lots of people who trade the Strat will tell you that. The 2-day is this, or the 1-day is this, then the 1 week is that, then the 1 month is that. If that makes sense. Next up is a trade desk that's TTD. I'll be looking for a reversal on the 2-day chart on the trade desk. So 77.69, we'd be looking for puts. We have a shooter candle here, and we had a 2 down that finished red. Okay, next up is Telus. Telus has had a really strong year this year. A really good start. We have an outside bar on Telus. And to be honest with you, I would be looking for this to have a continuation. So calls would be at 25.36. And puts, if it goes down that way, 24.92. Hey, Uber. Uber on the 2-day chart. Inside bar followed by an outside bar. That's a powerful pattern, a powerful setup. Okay, so it's a 1-3 setup. Again, we have triggers all over the place on the daily and the weekly for Uber. So if I'm putting these ones in at 34.68 for puts, and it'll be the same as the daily, which is the yellow line, 37.44. So look, again, this is what I'm talking about. It's continuity. On the daily, if we break this, then on the 2-day we also break this. Then on the weekly we also break this. So if we break this on the daily, probabilities that we go higher over 2 days is very good. Probability that we go higher over a week is also very good. Okay, so that's all I'm trying to show you guys with these different charts and the continuity. If it's this, then it's this, then it's this. Okay, and it's continuity and probabilities. UPST. UPST had a 2 up, but it finished red. We can look for a reversal on UPST at 127.13. Take these lines off because they are old. And I'll tell you what, guys, if you're struggling with this or the strat or trading, the more you look and the more you watch and the more you study, the better you'll be. It's like anything. The more you drive, the better you'll be. If you're running, the better you'll be. If you eat right, the skinnier you'll be. Okay, if you're working out, the more muscular and the more in shape you'll be. The more you do something, the better you become at it. So it's no different than screen time and looking at charts. The more you look at this stuff and the more you replay it over and over and over, and you guys are just going to start seeing things and seeing things and seeing things and over, and it's going to become second nature to you guys, like breathing. Okay, you'll look at a chart and you'll see what you need to see on it, and it's either a play and a setup for you guys or it's not. Okay, and hopefully this stuff helps out with you guys, or helps you guys out with this stuff. So Ford Motor Company, it's a ticker symbol F. We have a 1-3 setup on the 2-day chart. And again, we have this continuity that I've been talking about. So I'll put in these triggers on the outside bar at $17.49. And $18.50, okay? Or 47 cents. If we look at, again, this inside bar, we break the high of the 2-day, then we break the high or the trigger on the weekly, which also has an inside bar. Okay, and same thing, if we break the downside of this outside bar, then we're likely to break the downside of this inside bar on the 1 week. And if we look here, possible reversal on this Ford play on the daily, it's the same thing. Okay, so again, it's just continuity. And you guys might not get this off the start, and that's okay. Just don't worry about it now. But like I said, the more you look at it, the better you will get at it. There's a few more here. We'll look at Lyft on the 2-day, LYFT. And LYFT also with the inside bar on the 2-day chart. And I also see, there we go, up top, an inside bar on the weekly chart. So again, we break either one of these, and it's very likely that we break the same trigger to the upside or the downside on the weekly. DWAC, that's a Donald Trump stock. If you guys have questions about this, make sure you put it down below. If you don't like the video, give me a thumbs down so I know. And let me know what I need to improve on or what I need to get better on to help you guys out or help you guys better understand this. I want to teach you guys, and everybody who puts out videos like this is trying to teach you guys. Because if we're just telling you what to do, it's not helping you guys out. Because if, I'm not saying all the videos would go away, that would be impossible, but learn to do it yourself, and then you don't need to waste your time looking at the videos. But right now, grab the screen time and learn how to do it, so then you guys can just do it. You can look at a chart and just do it. Okay, so on DWAC, we have a possible reversal on the 2-day chart. 2 up, finished red. We can look for triggers to the downside at 81.71. And if we go up and look here on the weekly chart, we have an inside bar. So again, if we break and reverse, then we're likely to break the weekly trigger as well. XOM is ExxonMobil. Same thing. We got an inside bar on XOM. Calls we can take at 79.15. Puts at 76.96. Neo is up next, as you guys know. If you watched these before, I love Neo. It's one of my favorite plays. I played a lot. I hold shares that are long in this thing. It's a hold and forget thing for me, but I don't mind day trading it as well. So Neo has an outside bar on the 2-day. We can put our bottom trigger down there at 22.76, and we can put our call trigger at this yellow line here at 26.30. I'll take this one out and I'll put this one in. And again, if we look at this weekly chart, we could possibly take this as a reversal. So if we go to the upside, I'll take this one out as well. And put one in the bottom for our bottom trigger. Okay. Outside bar, high at 26.25 for calls, puts at 22.76. But what I was saying was, if we break, again, if we break the high of this outside bar, then we're looking at a reversal on Neo. Okay, so if it's this, then it's that. And people will tell you that in the Strat all the time. ESI, this is not an options play, it's a common shares play. So if you're just buying shares of ESI, in stock, oil stock, and it has, now normally this would show up as an inside bar, but what happens is if we look at the high of the previous candle, we were at 285. Then this candle, this red candle, also was a high of 285. So technically it's not an inside bar, but I would still call it a inside bar in this case. So we can look for highs. 286 would be our trigger, and I'm not even going to put a trigger to the downside because I don't want you guys shorting stocks. So it's a way you guys can lose a lot of money if you're not familiar with how to do it. So if you want to look at this one, and they're small, it's a small dollar value, and that's why I put it on here, because you can buy shares of it. ESI, you can buy in at 286 if it crosses that trigger. And that's on your 2-day chart. And again, if we break that, we're going into just a continuation of the run that it's been on. And if we look at the daily chart as well, if we reverse here, okay, then we're looking for that break on the 2-day as well. This white line is our 2-day trigger. So we break on a reverse on this yellow line, we're likely to have a continuation on the 2-day chart, which is here. Okay. And ESI was the last one I had for you guys. So if you guys haven't already, I've put out weekly swing trades for February 21st. I've put out a daily chart for February 21st, and now this is a 2-day chart, which I don't do all the time, but as I said, it's super powerful. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do that, and please hit on that bell, and it will give you the notifications. As I said, when I send out these videos, I send out the daily setups. I do them on Twitter as well. I also send out motivational videos and learning tools for you guys. So I would appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the subscriptions. I appreciate all you guys tuning in and watching. As I said, I very much appreciate all you guys who support me and support what I'm doing. So good luck to you guys next week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.